You want to know how democracies are lost to authoritarians and dictators? Well, it begins when the people, for whatever reason, usually stupidity plays a key part, vote for the authoritarian. They win elections. They don't come to power by staging some sort of military coup and just taking over. That's not usually the way it goes. Usually, they're voted into office. And then they consolidate power and destroy institutions. And we're starting to see this now. And the way they're able to do it is people who are there to protect against this, one by one, begin to sell out, either through fear or wanting to ingratiate themselves to the authoritarian. One by one, they all get in line. And we've certainly seen this happen with politicians in the Republican Party, and we've seen it with journalists. Now, this morning, I saw it was being talked about on social media that Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski went down to Mar-a-Lago to kiss Donald Trump's ass. Now, these people can't stand these people. These people kissed Donald Trump's ass back in 2016 because he was good for ratings, never thinking that he'd actually get elected. But he did. And then they spent the last 8 years, more or less, telling us what we believe to be true, that Donald Trump is a threat to the democracy. He's a threat to the future of our republic. He's a criminal who shouldn't be anywhere near power. He should be in prison. But then now, as soon as Donald Trump wins re-election, they've turned on a dime once again, and they're back to kissing his ass. Now, either Joe and Mika are just complete sellouts, which is a distinct possibility, or they are afraid. They are afraid because they actually believe what they've said about Donald Trump, that he's an authoritarian, that he's a wannabe dictator, that he wants to use power to go after his political enemies, and they're afraid. And going down to Mar-a-Lago was not so much of a sellout as it was self-preservation. They wanted to go down there and kiss his ass so that he will not go after them, so that he will not sick Matt Gaetz and or whoever else is Attorney General and the Department of Justice on them to ruin their lives. Maybe this is just about self-preservation. I don't know. But really, I don't care. Whatever the reason, whether they're just sucking up for ratings or they're trying to keep themselves out of prison, I don't know. But this is how democracies die. This is how free people lose their freedom. First they elect the dictator, and then one by one, they all bend the knee, and everything's lost.